Welcome to the Poundcast, my Brent, my king.
Thank you, my queen.
Uh, I just want to say, look at this bag of Louisville vegan jerky that I got here. This is the new
Oh, that's the new
flavor,
flavor right there, huh?
Nashville hot chicken jerky. This is
Oh,
plant-based, spicy AF. This particular flavor,
wow.
and they're our sponsor today, and you can get this at lvjco.com. Among all their flavors, we're talking Buffalo
Yeah.
Dill, General So's,
Honey
Smoky
barbecue.
Carolina, and they have these small batch. Here's another small batch one I got here. Shelby Park Honey Barbecue. Now that's a good one right here. Look at this cute. It looks cute too.
They got nice little artwork and things on these things,
Yeah, this stuff. Look, check this out. It has a shelf life of 9 months. It's bagged and made in Louisville, Kentucky, and no GMO, no gluten. You can't go wrong with Louisville vegan jerky at lvjco.com. And here's the greatest part of it all, Brent. If you
What's
go
that?
to lvjco.com, that's lvjco.com, and use the code word Poundcast, you'll get 20% off your entire order. Okay.
Is
Now
that right?
how can you pass up something like that?
Huh.
Nah, nah. And you can get the
No,
Louisville.
you won't. You can't.
You can't. The hot chicken Nashville flavor is out. All
The
right.
hot chicken Nashville flavor.
lvjco.com. Use the code word Poundcast, 20% off. Or you could also buy it at your local Sprouts or Whole Foods. If you don't want to do it like that, if you want to just get it at the store, you get it at the dang store. Both ways are great ways to support the Poundcast and support a really cool company that we love. Now, you know what else is bringing our show to life today, keeping the show cranking,
What is it?
is patreon.com/poundcast.
Mm.
You listener and viewer can become a patron. And when you do that, you get every episode is an extended episode. We keep talking for another half hour at least. And the only way to get that juicy stuff at the back end, is by going to patreon.com/poundcast. Sign up and support us. It's real fun. Become part of the Pound Pimple community. You got nothing to lose.
It's easy.
It's as easy as that.
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
It's as easy as that. And you know what? If you want to watch the show, we do film every episode. This one's on Zoom, but we film it and it's on youtube.com/thepoundcast. And we are also on social media at the Poundcast. We're talking Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. So check that out. Today on the show, we solve people's problems. We solve your problems, which is fun. I love solving people's problems. And you know what? This is one of the most creative episodes we've had in a long time. I had a blast.
There's some good ones.
Creative juices were flowing.
Some good ideas.
My creative juices are just jamming these days, Brent. And
I just got blasted with his juices all over me.
So did I.
And they're going to be all over you in just a little bit.
All right. So should we just roll the clip and get into it?
I reconcile.
I reconcile. All right. Let's roll the clip.
All right.
Doug and Brent talking to each other. Doug and Brent, what will they talk about today? Doug and Brent are talking to some pimples. Doug and Brent will talk to their friends. And Doug and Brent talking on the Poundcast.
And this is the official Poundcast beginning of the Poundcast, featuring Brent Weinbach with your co-host, myself, DJ Doug Pound.
Features you too.
That's what I said.
Uh-huh. Sort of. You sort of did.
I think I said it really quick. You might not have heard it.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway.
Yes. So I just wanted to give you guys, not you, Brent, but the listeners and viewers, a Pound House update, because Yeah, it's crunch time right now. We're coming up on the shoot at the end of May, and we're trying to get these locations, and we have our producer Maddie Power. She is diligently putting the budget together and trying to get these locations together. And you know, as you could see on the Indiegogo, we raised $22,000, which seems like a lot, but well, they take out 5%, so maybe drop $1,000 off of there, and then yeah, 6 episodes. We're trying to make this work. You know what I mean?
These episodes are not. They're also a little maybe ambitious.
Yeah, we're pretty ambitious. We
They're
have
not just.
locations.
They're
Yeah,
not. Most of them are not at Doug's house. Just small crew kind of thing. They're ones that have a lot of extras and a lot of just stuff going on and location shoots and stuff.
yeah. So that's the update on that. So it's crunch time. So that's why we're sneaking in this episode on a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I mean it comes out the same day, but here we are on a weekend, trying to crank out a Poundcast so we can get back to the Pound House. You know what I'm saying, Brent?
Right.
So look.
By the way, don't expect anything too big though. I mean, we're saying, oh, they're ambitious episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna be underwhelmed if you feel like, oh, we're gonna get
right.
harnesses and we've got whatever,
There's no harnesses. We can't afford the harnesses.
No harnesses. There's no cranes, but anyway, don't just think low, and then you'll be pleasantly surprised. Okay, carry on.
So it's been a little bit since we solved people's problems and annoyances. So I put a story on my Instagram. I said, "You got anything that annoys you? We'll fix your problems." And I got a bunch of responses. I would just pick the top one randomly here.
Okay.
Estefano, you know what annoys him?
What?
Apps. He says apps.
You mean appetizers at dinner or electronic applications?
Well, we'll solve both. If appetizers bother you, show up at the restaurant, like having eaten a little bit of something, so you don't want an appetizer, just take a couple bites, like
eat a snack before
a little snack, but then that's kind of an appetizer. Or go to a restaurant that doesn't do apps, stay away from tapas.
Yeah. In-N-Out, they don't have apps there. Well, I guess unless you count French fries, but that's more of a side.
I feel like apps come out at a different time,
right?
So you're gonna get it all at the same time.
Yeah, you just said tapas, right?
Yeah, stay away from tapas.
Well, no, or stay or be friendly towards tapas.
That's all, isn't it? Like all apps,
right? And thus, they become non-apps. You know what I mean? It's if everything on the menu is an app, therefore none of them are apps.
Yeah. Or don't go to restaurants at all.
Or wait, that's all he said though. He didn't say.
He just said apps, but I'm sure he's talking about apps, phone apps.
Oh, really? Well, fine. Just to finish up the eating apps. Yeah.
Wait, I have a solution for both.
Yeah, go ahead.
Use your phone as a plate for your entree. Which, by the way, in Europe, entree means like entering the meal. So that's actually the app. But I digress.
Huh.
Your main course. Put your main course on your phone. Use your phone as a plate. So that way you can't really use the phone. There's no apps to look at.
No.
Problem solved. Or use your phone as a phone, like a shovel, spoon.
Yeah, you can do that as a serving spoon.
Yeah, that way you can't use the phone because you're using it, and then.
Yeah, but what about when you're not eating?
Oh boy.
Well, how about this? How about just
Oh, use it for other stuff, you know?
how about use your phone as a phone for once? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stop. Use it for the original reason it exists, to actually make calls instead
Yeah.
of all these applications. Can't you just delete them all? Delete all of them. Just make it a pure phone.
Delete them all except have one button that says for phone. That would be, Apple kind of doesn't let you delete some of the built-in apps. You cannot delete them. There's no
Is
option.
that right?
Yeah. So I'm sure like messaging and email and stuff, like it's just there. Can't delete them.
Guess what? How about this? Why don't you join my way of life?
Yeah. Brent famously has never had a cell phone.
And therefore, no apps. And
There
you
you
know
go.
what? I get along just fine.
I have another idea. You can wear boxing gloves. Can't touch your phone, can't use the phone. Just wear them all day.
You know what? Become a fighter.
Become a full-blown fighter. But you're so into boxing, you'd never take the gloves off.
Right. You're laced up all the time.
Or better yet, remove those fingers. Can't even operate a phone.
You can't even download.
Can't even download. Problem solved. All right. Well, we got one out of the way. That was pretty good. That was from Estefano. Here's one from Bill. Bill Benz, friend of the show.
Bill Benz. Okay.
Famous director. When a headphone gets suddenly yanked out of your ear. Well, yeah, that's tough. You got your headphones in and then it catches on like a handle. This has happened to me before, like in the kitchen. There's like a drawer handle. Yank. Well, the obvious thing would be go wireless.
But some of us don't want to look like a dork. So you got to think of something else than that, right?
I know. Get a sound guy to wire it up through your shirt, Get the cord going through your shirt.
You hire a sound guy to do it,
Yeah, hire a sound guy.
Yeah, Bill Benz, you have access to sound guys. You're working with sound guys.
He must know sound guys,
Yeah, you just have it go through the shirt, have some mole tape or whatever, put it on, tape it to the inside of your shirt or your chest even, have it go up.
I would tape it all the way up, like tape the sides up to the side of your, just full gaffer tape all the way up.
You're going to want to do that.
You can also wear a helmet. Completely sealed. No wire. The wires are hidden within,
Well, or you can wear the helmet to disguise you wearing the AirPods so that no one can see you looking like a dork. You just wear a helmet instead. Just go around wearing a helmet.
Yeah.
Then you won't look like an idiot.
Then you won't look like a dork. Yeah. Sometimes I've thought about just wearing a helmet at all times.
Why?
I mean, I wouldn't do it, but it's been a few years, but there was a time there where I have this like tinnitus in my left ear from getting hit with a ball. And I think I would just get hit certain things would just hit my head. Not like I'm getting hit in the head with a rock or another ball, but like, it would just kind of made me think, I just wish I had a helmet on sometimes.
Uh-huh. Well, the thing of, and if you wore a helmet at all times and it was maybe a biker kind of biker helmet. Are you talking about biker helmet or a football helmet?
I was thinking like skate helmet, but yeah, maybe like a bicycle helmet kind of thing.
Oh, because I was thinking
cooler looking than that, a little more like.
Well, it'd be interesting if you wore a helmet that covered your face, and you were kind of a mystery, as to kind of like the Mandalorian or something, right? You just, people don't really know. They know who you are, but they don't really know what your face looks like, and there's something kind of interesting about that.
There's something cool about that,
mystique.
When I lived in Chicago, there was a bike messenger. He was a real, there's certain people around your city that you might be like, they're a real eccentric kind of person, like, oh, there's that. They really stand out, I don't know if you have anyone like that growing up, but like I've had in Chicago, it's filled with characters. You know, there was this guy, I think he got hit by a car once. So he didn't quit biking or being a bike messenger. He just wore like a hockey helmet, he looked like a hockey goalie, full hockey pads all over his entire body, biking around. And it was like, whoa, that's like, he really was
He's a real hockey guy.
It was just for protection.
I know.
It was just like he went to an extreme measure, and
That's interesting.
He looked like,
was he goalie style or was he just regular style?
It wasn't like Jason mask. I think it was like, a full. It was a long time ago. I just remember he like really was done up like head to toe in like pads.
Well, you know how goalies have extra padding than the regular players?
Yeah.
They got, they're fully shielded. He didn't have a goalie style, right?
He might have been goalie.
Oh, goalie style. Okay.
I think it might have been goalie. By the way, there's this guy that wrote a book. I'm trying to remember. It's a long story, but basically he had this idea, these funny sports ideas. Like, why don't hockey teams get like a 400-pound dude to be the goalie and just like sit in front of that goal?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. Is there a rule to that?
Is there a rule? Is that illegal? And they
right. You get
like it's just kind of like these
guy.
Yeah, these thought experiments. And there's another one where it's like, can you get a little person to be on a baseball team so the strike zone, for the pitcher is like super small. So then they're an easy walk, just get them some easy.
And the whole team is dwarves, and then you just the whole team is dwarves, and then they're all just walking.
Yeah, but they might not be great out in the field when you got to run these balls down. They might not be as fast as a.
Well, that's right. Well, no, but if if they're always walking, does a ball go into play like that, or are they? I don't know.
Well, if they're first to bat, you're good. Then they're going to be walking and walking.
Well, no, what I mean is
if they're home team, then maybe they're in the field first, or I forgot how it works, but yeah, if they're home team, they're in the field first. So then they might be screwed. You
mean because they won't be able to deal with okay, got it. Yeah,
well, look, I'm not saying they won't. I'm just saying the clear advantage of a little person would be at bat.
Right. Unless there was a really good pitcher who could get he can get it in the strike zone, and he's really good.
Yeah, really good.
Unless you got really, really small people. I mean,
well, no, then they can. Well, then they also bend down a little bit, make it, get it. Why can't a batter just do that? Get like this crazy stance where their chest is touching their knee, so their strike zone, because the strike zone is between the knee and the chest, right?
They're squatting.
Just get real down there. So there's just like.
But are you allowed to do that as a batter?
I don't know.
Man, I wonder, are there any really tall people that can just put the ball in a basket without even having to jump or anything, for basketball?
Oh, yeah. Well, there's been some really tall guys that are almost 8 feet tall that can.
They don't even have to jump. They just.
I don't know about if they don't have to jump. Well, what is it? 10 feet. There's been players that have been 7 feet, so they probably have to jump very little to get up there.
Must be hard.
I wonder if like a really tall person would also excel maybe at swimming, because they're already, they're already
on the other side of the pool.
Yeah, they're already there.
Are really, really tall people, I'm talking 8 feet people, are they flimsy?
No, I don't know, man. Are they flimsy?
I mean, I wonder if they're wobbly, you know what I mean?
Well, no, if they're athletic, they're athletic,
Yeah,
I think there's probably more complications with joints and stuff if they're moving more body around, but I don't know. Where else could that work? Where else could a really tall person work? Maybe like volleyball, they can just kind of stand there. But don't they get like super tall volleyball players that are just like.
Right. How would you do that? How would you deal with that? I mean, if you were the opposing team and the entire team is really tall people.
That would, you know what, that wouldn't really work because
Yeah, you can just
when you
spike
spike it just has to go
right.
next to their arm, I guess.
Yeah, and then they're gone, and then they're gone.
They're gone. They're gone.
They're gone. Yeah. What else? What other kind of unusual body types would work for sports?
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I don't even know how many sports are there, you know?
Oh, there's a lot of sports. I mean, there's
What would
at
work
least
for football, you know?
somebody who's just really hard.
You know what? Why don't they get super tall guys for football? So like the quarterback, he can throw it above everyone's head before they get him. And then the receiver, he's just so high, his arms are like way higher than everyone. All he has to do is throw it up higher.
Well, they're going to try to tackle him. They're going to try to
Yeah,
push
but
him
there'll be
down.
more passes completed. Can't tackle him until he caught it.
Oh. Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah. What's your favorite sport?
Croquet
Uh-huh.
and
Uh-huh.
probably polo full with horses.
With horses.
Yeah.
Water polo with horses.
Yeah, water polo with horses. I get them in there. What's my favorite sport? You mean to watch?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously skateboarding, but as far as like a sport where people win and
Well,
they
there's
have contests, but
teams.
a team sport to watch, I don't really watch any sports. But you know what? I'll tell you what, basketball is the bottom of my list. I
Really?
just when I see a basketball game, it just looks so boring to me.
Well,
I'd prefer to watch a baseball game or a football game. Football's kind of fun to watch.
that's the
Or
most boring one is football. That moves so slowly. It's a really
well,
slow game.
baseball moves slower than football.
Really?
Oh yeah. I mean, golf is even slower than that.
Okay, well, but golf isn't even a team sport, you know.
I'm talking team sports. I like to watch volleyball.
Yeah, volleyball.
It's
I
pretty.
like
I got
I
sucked
like
into a volleyball. It was like showed up on YouTube, and we just kept. I was like at a friend's house, and they had a screen going with. I think we played volleyball. Then we like watched it. We got sucked into this game. It was like this is fun to watch.
I don't I this is not a team sport, but I think sumo wrestling's fun to watch.
Sumo wrestling, you have to wrestle the player out of the ring.
You have to push them out of the ring, yeah. Basketball, there's some fun basketball stuff. I mean, have you ever watched Dennis Rodman?
Of course.
He's an interesting guy because he messes with the other players, and he also doesn't care. He's not about scoring. I just kind of got interested in him recently, and
Well,
I was watching
he was
clips
more
of
of a
him.
rebounder. He's more of a defense.
He's a rebound guy, yeah.
Defensive player.
And so I think that's kind of really neat about him is that he said, I'm not going for the points. That's not my thing. I'm going to be really good at rebounds and stuff and defense. That's cool.
All right, let's get to another one here.
Okay, but I don't know if you saw the mind games he would do with people. It's pretty interesting. And he'd touch people too. He'd kind of tap their butts and stuff, you know.
Well, here's an interesting one from Jimmy. He says he's annoyed when his girlfriend's queer non-binary friends all get together at our place and team up against me, the cis white guy. Now, I'm curious, what does he mean team up against him? Are they playing board games or are they just like they're just like ragging on him because he's a cis white guy is an easy target because you're kind of punching up, I guess.
Uh-huh.
What could Jimmy do, Brent?
Just assert your male dominance. You know what I mean? You've got the male dominance, assert it. It's that easy.
No, I've been reading this audiobook about the Tao Te Ching, and I like a lot about what that says. and this isn't even a funny answer, but if they're acting like that, or if anyone's bullying you or anything, you could just sort of forgive them and treat them with kindness. And maybe they want a reaction out of him, so therefore if he says, oh, okay, well, that's an interesting point of view, or don't let it bother them, and like forgive them for, maybe they're hurt people. So maybe if they're hurting him, he could just sort of like where I'm getting at here, Brent? Kind of kill him kill him with kindness. That's
Sure, of
always a
course.
good way to do it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's a very realistic solution, but
It's
I'm
a
thinking
realistic-
something. I'm
well,
thinking something
okay,
more
well, that's
ridiculous
the
here.
real one, but let's go hardcore.
Well, here's what I'm saying on a ridiculous tip: is next time they who is it? His girlfriend's non-binary queer friends? Is that what he said?
His girlfriend's queer non-binary friends all gang up on him.
So I'm saying next time she has them over, anytime she has them over, you call up your white man friends.
This white boys.
White men.
Yeah.
Get them all. Get all your white men.
You binary boys.
Is that what it was? Did he say white, or was that part of it too?
He's the cis white guy. So
That's what it is. Get all your straight.
No, call him the
straight.
Start a gang called the Binary Boys.
And
leather jackets, chains.
Yeah, just call your guys, get them over there, and make it an even fight. Call for backup. You got to call for backup.
What you could do is, if they start ganging up on you and being mean to you, just start crying. Well, start crying hardcore, like they destroyed. Like you're really sad, and then see what they do.
That's an interesting idea. Even you fake it. I mean, you're saying.
Or if it's real, it's real.
How about this? Why don't you try me right now? Let's see if it works.
I'm one of her friends?
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Brent, Mr. White Guy. Look at your white guy with your white guy shirt over here. Doing all your white guy stuff. What are you going to do? Go watch a football game later? Or
what's wrong? What?
You know what, Cindy? We should.
Why are your friends so mean to me?
We should leave him alone. You know what? I have to leave. Yeah, do full wah.
You gotta go full wah. That's what you do. You go full wah. You
full
go,
wah.
Wah. You go full wah on them, dude.
That should be the name of the episode. Full wah.
Full wah. Wah.
Wait, do one to me. Let me try one. Hey guys,
oh, look at this blonde white cis man. Look at him. He's all thinks he's so tough and stuff. You think you're so tough? Not so tough now, are you? He's tough. Oh, you think you're so tough? You're gonna cry like
you don't no building up crying. Just full wah. Just
go straight to wah. Straight to wah.
Straight to
wait. Actually, hit me with that. Go ahead.
Oh, look, here comes Brent.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Yeah, hey, what are you gonna do? Watch some sports later? Or... Hey, I have another technique that's pretty good. I think this is something I might have. Yeah, like just a childhood memory. This is a way to drive someone crazy. Okay, start talking about me, but don't say it too fast.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, to you or to the other people?
To me. Yeah,
okay.
You're like one of the friends.
Hey, Doug.
Hey, Doug.
You look interesting.
You look interesting.
Why are you copying me?
Why are you copying me?
I'm an idiot.
I'm an idiot.
You just called yourself an idiot.
The old, the old repeat.
Uh-huh. Repeat and rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat.
All right, I got one. I mean, this is stupid, but here, I mean, for anybody who imitates you, go ahead. I mean, or whatever. I mean, if you go ahead, try to bully me. Go ahead.
Oh, great, Brent's here.
Oh, great, Brent's here.
He's probably gonna drive his motorcycle.
Probably gonna drive his motorcycle. No.
Well, now he's talking like this. He thinks he's so funny.
Oh wow, you sound like a real idiot. You know what I mean? Once they start to copy you, or once they start to sort of do something like that, then you know.
Oh, I have a great idea. Okay, this will work. Okay.
This will work. Okay.
So I have a little can of gum here. This will be the girlfriend. What's your name gonna be?
Cheryl.
Cheryl. So you be the Cheryl's friends.
Okay. Hey Doug. Oh, look at hey Doug. What kind of idiotic thing are you doing today?
I don't know.
Okay.
We
Well.
just keep going.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, you look real stupid and real sissed out today. You know what a sissy.
Cheryl, we have to break up. I can't take this anymore. I love you, but the way that I'm being treated is too much. It hurts my feelings.
Oh, we were
You're
just joking
dumped.
around.
You're dumped.
We were just joking
You would
around.
rather be friends with them? You dump your girlfriend right in front of them.
You know what, Cheryl? You don't need him anyway.
What if it backfires? Cheryl doesn't care.
Yeah. Guess what, Cheryl? His loss. Let's go. And then they go out. We're going out of the town, and we're going to treat you real nice tonight, Cheryl. Guess what, Cheryl? Your ass is ours now. Cheryl's theirs now.
Okay, we solved it. Get some more of these going here.
Yeah.
Ooh, Connor doesn't like pebbles.
Pebbles.
Sometimes I need
more.
more. You got to be more specific. You can't just.
Well, no, I think he's talking about the character from the Flintstones.
Okay. Well, he could probably load Flintstones into some AI program and say remove pebbles.
Right.
Just watch a pebbles-free Flintstones. You know.
Also, if you don't like pebbles, just maybe don't watch the Flintstones.
Yeah, just don't watch it at all.
Watch the Jetsons.
You know,
instead.
Jetsons. Yeah,
just watch the Jetsons.
Pretty much the same show. Just watch Jetsons. I think I know what.
You got a problem with pebbles? Just watch Jetsons.
If he's talking about the rocks,
I thought he was talking about.
They make these Crocs that we saw last week with the shovel on the front. You know, like the snow shovel. Just wear those Crocs and shovel away the pebbles.
Just shovel your problems away.
Oh, I know.
Also,
you know what you could do, Connor? Don't walk anywhere. Fly. Don't be on the ground. There's no pebbles in the sky.
Pebbles in the sky.
Get a little.
You can grow some wings. Why don't you just grow a pair of wings?
Yeah, dude, grow a pair of wings.
You know what, Connor? Just grow a pair of wings. You know, fly around. You won't have to deal with pebbles. Don't go too close to the sun, though. I thought he also could be talking about pebbles as far as the consistency of his poo-poos, because, that's not a great thing when you're just doing pebbles,
Well, does he not like the final result or when they're coming out pebble after pebble? Because if he doesn't like the final result, he could just kind of gather them up and form them into one log and you can take a look.
They're pretty malleable, I guess. But no, I think if they're coming out like pebbles, and that means you probably need some more fiber in your diet. So
that's going to bind the.
Yeah, it will bind them. So you want to probably get some Metamucil, and you can get that at your you can get it online or at your local store.
Okay. Yeah, check out Metamucil, Connor. All right. Yeah, we got a lot more here. Let's keep going. Okay, Dan Ramos.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, Dan Ramos, yeah.
Yeah. When you're walking on the street and someone is walking towards you while on their phone, and you sense there will be a collision. How do I avoid that? A bell, a horn? You
Well,
gave us a few options here. So someone's walking towards you while on their phone and you sense a collision.
Here's what my recommendation is: you collide.
Collide.
Teach them a lesson. It'll teach them to be a little more aware of their environments, and it'll prevent any collisions in the future, perhaps.
Because you know what I encounter a lot. This is on my list of annoyances. Is like it's a similar thing. I'll try to act it out here, but like when you're walking down the street, someone's like coming out of a store like backwards, kind of like talking to someone. They're like, yeah, okay, and they're like going right towards you, and then I'm like, I have to stop and freeze, and sometimes I let them hit me because I'm stationary. I go like this, I cross my arms around my chest, and I like freeze up. This happens like at the mall or like different places, someone's they're walking backwards towards you.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't do that. I'm like trying to be aware of what's going on here.
Yeah.
I can understand if in a crowded bazaar.
You can't move out of the way. If you can't, no, I've actually done this before in situations where I can't really move out of the way, but someone's moving towards me and they're not seeing where they're going. I put my hand out and I put it on their shoulder or their back and push them. Not push them, but if they come too close to me, then I kind of am touching them a little bit, pushing them back, not pushing them hard, but just making them aware that they're going to run.
Dude, I know. I have a great solution for this, for Dan and this. Say they're coming towards me, go like this. You put your arms out ready for the hug.
Yeah.
So then when they come into you, your arms you wrap around them, and they came right into you. You didn't walk towards them.
Right. That's really funny. Just go like this, and they walk right into you, and then just
put your arms wide open, ready for the embrace.
With arms wide open.
Yeah, go arms wide open, Creed on them.
You got to go Creed on them,
Yeah, got to go Creed on them, dude.
You got to go full Creed.
Full Creed.
But another thing I do, by the way, I mean, in the case of the phone approaching you or the person on their phone, I've said this before on the podcast because we've talked about it, this similar thing. I just with my mouth, I do a beep, beep. I go beep, beep. If they're coming towards me, I go beep, beep. So they know that I'm there, I just go, I've really done that before, truly.
You know what I've done before sometimes? Like if I'm, say, walking behind someone and they might think they're alone. You know how like some people might, I just made a turn and I'm like kind of near somebody and I want to alert them. When I walk, I kind of make a little noise like, or at the shopping, say you're at a store and they're kind of like, I just kind of want to get in there and they're standing there on their phone and I kind of do a little shuffle and then they know I'm there. I don't do a verbal. I do it with my feet.
Well, there's lots of ways to make noises. I mean, something, by the way, this kind of reminds me of a different situation. And you know what? Maybe you can give me a solution to it. One time I was I was in my car. I was driving out of a parking lot kind of thing. And I was getting ready to make a right turn. And I had to peek out onto the driveway kind of the parking lot to get ready to make the right turn.
To see who's coming, right?
And because I did that, I was blocking the sidewalk,
Yeah.
And then this guy came by. I was already about to make the turn,
Yeah.
And this guy came by, but then these cars started coming, and I couldn't make the turn. And this guy came by, and he was on the sidewalk, and he I don't know, he had some sort of, he was being a jerk about it, and he was pretending he was a car or something like that, or some kind of automated thing, and he was carrying he was wheeling something too, and he was kind of acting like a truck trying to go, and then my car's in the way, so he has to back up, and then he kind of was going back forward again, and he was acting like I was in the wrong for blocking the sidewalk. And, maybe I was in the wrong.
Let me ask you this, Brent.
He was being a jerk about it.
Did you have because this happens to me when I'm a pedestrian. The car is like hanging their ass over the edge, to like, or hanging the front of their car off, doing that exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or when I'm on my bike and they'll back up. And I give them the wave. Oh, thank you. Were you able to back up? Sometimes
No.
sometimes you just gotta back up, but if there's someone behind you, then there's nothing you can do.
Well, look, the way that guy was doing it, it didn't make me want to back up, Well, here's the other thing. He could have easily just gone around me or something. You know what I mean? By the way, when I see cars doing that, or they're trying to make a right turn out or whatever, they're trying to turn out of a parking lot or something like that, I know how that is. I just go around the back of them. It's no big deal. It's so easy. You just walk around the back of them. No big deal,
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's no big deal. It happens all the time. Cars don't fit in the city that great. I kind of hate. I think cars suck.
Well, what should I have said to that guy?
You should have just said nothing and just go like this. What am I gonna do? I'm trying to be safe here, sir.
You know what I should have done?
What?
This is what I should have done. I'm in my car.
Lay on the horn.
Watch this. I'm the guy. I'm in my car. You're the guy. Ready? So
yeah.
It's kind of like try to get my attention, Like,
excuse me.
Wah! I kind of do I just go wow. I go full wow on him, But at that time, it's more like I'm mocking him, He's the crybaby,
You gotta be careful though.
Right, I know.
Yeah, it just reminded me of something, and I forgot it. But you see that show Beef?
No, but I know that commercial. Where's the beef? Wendy's.
Well, the whole show Beef.
Ali Wong and Stephen Yun.
Yeah, it starts off with a little parking lot altercation.
Right.
It's a minor thing, and then it ramps up.
I want to watch that show.
Yeah, watch it.
Okay.
I would like to discuss it with you. I won't say anything about it until you see it. I won't give my opinion one way or the other. But guess what? I watched the whole thing.
I kind of go back with Ali Wong.
You go back where?
I go back to my place. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. I go back to we go back in San Francisco.
Oh, she started up there.
Mm-hmm.
I've done shows with her. She's cool.
Oh.
I did a show with her at that Best Fish Taco place. Remember that show?
I don't even remember it. It happens still.
Does it still happen?
Yeah. I did it not that long ago.
Oh my gosh, that's wild.
That show's been going on now for quite a while, 10 years.
What's his name still book it?
Jeremy Burke.
Yeah.
Jeremy Burke, yeah.
Okay. I mean, this is a big topic. I had another idea for what you could do. They're coming at you. You could walk around, just put have a mask ready.
Yeah.
Like a Jason mask or something. Just put something scary on. They'll notice you.
Jason mask. It's a Jason mask without the hockey mask. You dig that?
Michael Myers. Oh yeah, Michael Myers.
Jason. No, it's Jason without the hockey mask.
Just a regular guy.
No, he's messed up. He looks weird. I mean, he's scary looking.
Oh well, how about pre-drowning? Like when he was just a kid, like probably a teenage kid at that park.
Yeah, it's me, Jason Voorhees. Yeah.
Jason Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees?
Yeah, horn, bell and a horn. I wouldn't do bell and a horn. I would do a mask. Jason Voorhees, no mask.
Jason Voorhees. Vote Jason Voorhees for class president. Was Jason messed up when he was a kid? Was he? I mean, he was teased a lot, obviously, right?
I don't know the backstory. I think he drowned in that lake, or he was probably bullied for sure.
Yeah.
Let's do a few more of these. Here's one that says loud talkers, which I can definitely agree with.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the context.
Because look, last night, and this happens to me a lot. Last night I was at a party. A bunch of, several friends I knew were there. And some people kind of acquaintances, and this loud music kind of nearby. So it was outdoors too, and people were still talking like louder than they needed to. And I'm kind of like have sensitive ears, and most people are taller than me, so their mouth is like at my ear level, and they're just like, it's just too loud. And then I take a step back, and then I take a step back to get a little further away. Then they step in. I step back, they step in, and next thing you know, I'm like at the edge of like
the edge of a cliff.
the edge of the cliff.
Yeah.
I'm standing in the garden, at this point.
I do find
Standing
that,
in the
by the way,
flower bed, like, and then
I find, by the way, that when people do that, it's usually because they've been drinking, when they're following you and not being aware that you are moving, that you're on another side of a room. I'm just waiting for them to notice. You realize we're in another part of the room now.
We should do that in Poundhouse, like in the party scene where I keep getting away from a loud talker, and then I'm in a full room, just like a bedroom, and we're the only ones in there, and they're still talking like full, like, yeah, so I got a new car. I don't know, whatever the conversation would be, but
maybe you're in a bedroom and there's a guy sleeping in there too. He's like, guys, I'm actually trying to sleep.
Well, how do we solve it?
Well, let me just say this too.
You talk louder.
No, I have this problem too with people. Well, the one you described, but has less to do with them being loud to me, and it's just more, they're just too much in my area. You know what I mean? They're just too much. They're too close to me, and I don't like them kind of being all up in my area, breathing on me and stuff, right? So I back up for that reason, because they're too close. Not even because of the
I feel like
sound.
we probably solved this one before.
Yeah. But it's crazy to me how people don't. Sometimes people might be aware of it if you're moved, but some people just don't. It just doesn't register that I'm moving. I'm inching my way away from them, and they keep following me. Not realizing that, hey, we're moving over here.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my solution is to be more conscious and don't drink. Okay, that's one solution. But
no, how do you stop them? I know, bring some cotton and just kind of stuff their mouth with cotton. Like a trumpet mute. Just jam a trumpet mute into their mouth, and they're like
a plunger. You get a plunger. You get the plunger.
Always have a plunger. And
just go around with a plunger. Super Mario Brothers movie is popular right now. You kind of go around and say, "Oh yeah, I'm just doing the whole Mario thing." You get the plunger, and then you just put that on their mouth.
Yeah, you carry a plunger at all times, and that would also solve Dan's problem of the people walking at you and they don't see you.
Right. You can just plunge them if they
plunge
come
them.
too close.
Plunge them. Hold the plunger. If they walk into the plunger, they plunge themselves.
Okay, you know what? What if we made new plungers? They're called body plungers. They're not for toilets, you know what I mean? They're for people's faces and their bodies,
Body plungers.
Yeah. And
it's got like a mouth attachment, and
there's lots of different uses for them. Yeah, you can put them on the there's a mouth attachment for if you want to make someone go quiet. What if you did this? You went up to the loud talkers and said, "Hey, you guys want to play a game? Let's see who could be the quietest for the longest." It's a game you would play with kids to try to get them to calm down.
Oh, I know another thing we could do is like, this could work if you're at a party and someone you don't really want to talk. You want to move on. Maybe you've talked to them and they're kind of punishing you, like a punisher. Is that what they call that?
A disciplinarian?
No, there's a type of person at a party called the Punisher, maybe. Or
I know who the comic book character is.
You know about the Gripper?
I know the Gripper.
Yeah, maybe it's related to that. So maybe you're getting the Gripper, which is someone who won't you're trapped in talking to them and you can't escape. You could say, "Hey," whatever they're talking about, say, "Hey, do you want to pray about it?" And if they're too loud too, let's pray. And then they'll stop talking. They won't be loud. And then maybe they'll be so weirded out they'll stop gripping and they'll stop being loud. They'll go away.
You know what?
But also, you're praying. You're doing something nice for them. You know what? I
Yeah.
prayed for you.
I'm gonna pray for you.
Yeah.
See how long this.
I don't pray out loud, but just hold my hand. Can we pray? Let's
Hey,
pray.
I got an idea. Someone's being a loud talker. Watch this. Try to talk to me about. First, start kind of regular, and then get excited about something and get really
Yeah.
loud. Okay, so we're talking about stuff, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, and then I did do this. I got this pilot, and it's getting made, and yeah, and then of course the writer's strike is happening. So
yeah,
yeah, so the writer's strike is happening,
sure, yeah,
and so we should probably be shooting it in.
Wah. I don't know, something like that. Just react to them when they get loud, Or this, if they're just talking loud the whole time, just be yapping. Right? Watch this. Be yapping.
Yap.
Hey, Doug, how's it going?
Well, I want to plug my ears, and I have earplugs. I have earplugs on my body. I have earplugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Just whenever you talk to them, just make it. At one point, they might ask, "Why are you plugging your ears?" Oh, you talk really loudly, so I'm just kind of trying to compensate for that.
I've done that before, and people get the point.
Really?
Talking to me, I just kind of do one finger over the ear. I'm like, or I bust out my earplugs. I have them on my keychain at all times.
That's really funny and kind of insulting. Yeah, that's.
No, I act interested, but I just kind of do this one finger over the ear. I don't do the big double fingers coming in sideways, like Three Stooges style. I just kind of like, yeah.
Really? And it works?
I think I've done that in severe situations.
Does it work?
Yeah. Then they say, "Oh, am I talking too loud? I'm sorry." Then they'll, I just I have a loud voice. People have said that before. That's happened before. People don't.
And then you just go, "Oh, I have sensitive ears, tinnitus." So
yeah. People don't know they're doing that sometimes. I mean, they never realize they're doing it. Yeah. It'd be cool to do. Instead of walking back, go low. Because you're still putting distance away from their mouth. You gotta
go picture. You're
like, you squat way down, and you're like, yeah, okay. I like at a party when I'm having a funny conversation and we're riffing, and it's funny.
Yeah,
I had a great one with John Daly last night, and Maylee Todd. We were joking about something. We had a great idea. It was an idea factory style idea.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is it's not very PC. I'll talk about it on Unzipped. I'll save it for Unzipped. Yeah. Unzipped. I mean, it's absurd. It's not a real idea, of course, but all right, let's move on. Let's get to another one. Ooh, Stanley Chase.
Stanley Chase, the man himself.
The man from Louisville, lvjco.com. He said he wrote one down a few weeks ago to send in. When people make a big deal when you sneeze more than a couple times, like just trying to get these out, but they're always like, "Oh man, bless you. Are you okay?" Yeah, can we talk? And I don't want to talk about it. Like, I get that too. Sometimes allergies are going to make you sneeze a couple more than once. And it's like, yeah, I just got to sneeze. That's fine. But he's saying when people make a big deal out of it.
Kind of reminds me of when if you have a runny nose or something like that, people might say, "Do you need a tissue?" And the thing about it is tissues aren't going to help. Your nose is going to keep running, if you have allergies.
Well, I think that's fine, because what are you going to, if it's running, you got to stop it up. You got to sop it up. What are you going to do?
Well,
wipe it on your sleeve?
No, I guess you could sop it up, but no, I don't know. Sometimes or how about, you know what I don't get is if you're coughing and people say, "Oh, do you need some water?" Well, how does water help a cough? I've never understood that. For me, water doesn't help a cough because the problem with a cough is that it's something lung stuff is happening. There's something that's the mucus is going in your lungs and that's making you cough. Water goes down a different pipe. That's not going to help to me in my mind. It's actually weird when people
I think
cough
that's
and they go,
fine. I think sometimes people cough and they got, phlegm in their throat, so they want to, a glass of water. I have to respectfully disagree. I think
I just
glass
don't.
of water is a fine, and a tissue is a fine thing to offer.
Well, particularly to me, water does not help a cough for me.
Okay. I think a lot of people it would, though.
Okay.
Maybe the person is offering it helps them. Okay, so if somebody sneezes and they're like, "Oh man,"
I got it. Just say, if you sneeze and you don't want people kind of making a big deal of it, you just go, it's not a big deal, or something like that. Or why don't you I do this sometimes. I make my sneezes into sort of performances in a way, So what I'm saying is you make it seem like they're not even sneezes. So
yeah,
when you sneeze, you go, achoo.
yeah,
You like my Michael Jackson impersonation? You just
yeah,
do that.
Yeah, you kind of like, turn the sneeze into something funny.
Yeah.
Shamalama ding dong. Shamalama ding dong. What is that?
You go, knees. You like Guns N' Roses, guys? You kind of just turn it into something and then they won't even know you sneezed,
Yeah. They're going to think.
Cheese. You go like this. A choo choo, choo choo.
Oh,
that's
my train's coming. Train's coming.
Gotta get my train. My train's coming. Get off the tracks.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just trying to think of one other thing, because maybe if he doesn't have the skills, well, he can learn to do that.
Well, just take my acting class, and you can learn how to turn any sneeze. You can learn how to turn a sneeze into anything you want, appropriate for the occasion. Say it's somebody's birthday, or say it's somebody's birthday. A choopy to you. I don't know. Somebody's birthday.
Okay, say someone's saying. Wait, I kind of had one here. Okay, I'm gonna sneeze, and then you were like, "Oh, bless you," like overly being concerned, and bless you, achoo, achoo.
Oh, Doug.
Achoo.
Oh, Doug, are you okay? Do you need any help? I mean,
you're supposed to say bless you. That was the one thing I asked you to say.
Bless you. Bless
my
you.
bit's over.
Sorry.
I broke it.
Well, I didn't. It didn't seem natural for me to say bless you. Okay.
Well, you're not playing yourself. You're playing on one of these bless you people.
No, I know. It didn't seem natural even for that character to do it, though.
What character?
The character who's going to be concerned about them.
The character you chose?
The character who's going to be concerned. Yeah, I'll try to make it work. Okay, I'll try to.
I forgot what I was even going to do.
Come on,
I'll sneeze once.
Bless you.
Oh, bless me. Thank you, Father. Bless you. Will you go to church? Will you join me in my Christian?
That's a good idea. Let's do that. Here, do it to me.
Crazy Christian back to him.
Do it to me.
Okay. God bless you.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know that you. I didn't know you were like that. Do you want to start a fellowship? I'm actually was going to go to church on Sunday. Do you want to come?
What's your favorite Bible verse?
I love Psalms. I love Psalms.
Oh, bless me. So you're one of the brotherhood. You're
part of the. Oh, are you in the fellowship?
Oh, you're one of the faithful. Really? What's your favorite Bible verse?
Are you of the faith? What do you like? What book do you like more?
Yeah,
Job?
what's your favorite Bible book?
Do you like Revelations or do you like Psalms more? Which was your favorite?
Where's your Bible?
Yeah, where's your Bible at?
Do you have it on you?
Can we do a quick study?
A quick prayer?
Hold on a second.
Wait, pray. Yeah, start doing
I
prayer.
just had the most amazing prayer.
Do the same thing. Pray with them again.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, bless me. Oh, you're of the faith. Well, let's pray. Dear Jesus, I pray for my friend here and then start getting personal about them. Say I pray that their suffering ends.
Yeah,
and that their shitty job and their shitty life that they have
and their trauma
ends soon, and their trauma
washes over them, and
I hope they finally find a good relationship for their life and quit being in these dead end jobs and
please God
start shitting on them in the prayer.
Forgive him, please forgive him.
Dear Father, please. What's your name? What's your character's name?
Johnson.
Dear Lord, please forgive Johnson. He's really a mess right now. He really needs to get his life back in order. And we just prayed for Johnson that he gets a good job and he stops, being a loser.
He stops kind of sticking his nose in other people's business when they sneeze.
He stops, overly blessing people, and he stops. He's kind of a litter bug, and we pray that his breath gets better, Lord.
Actually, I think
we pray.
That's
Lord,
all you mentioned.
We pray that his breath gets better.
That's all you mentioned. Thank you, Lord, for blessing me and for allowing Johnson to bless me and that
what did you look at? What are you looking at?
I saw a bird was doing pecking on something on the ground. I thought it was pecking on some insect or something. I thought it was a bird was getting on an insect or something like that.
I want to see that. I want to see that view.
I'll show it to you on Unzipped. Well, actually, I'll show it to you on double Unzipped.
Fully nude.
Yeah, fully nude, pitch black, or whatever you call it. You know what? Let's wrap it up. Actually, unless you got any more things here.
That's a good one to end on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just start.
Oh no! Here, we'll just do this message. Actually, right?
Oh yeah, we have one voicemail. Let's listen to it. And then on Unzipped, we're going to go through a lot more of these annoyances and solve a lot more.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
How's that bird doing?
No, there's a couple birds up in here, different birds. It's bird city out here right now.
That's great.
It's pretty cool. Can you hear them cooing?
Let's hear it. I can't. I think
they were cooing just now, but not anymore. Okay, here we go.
Hey, DMB. That's Doug Matthews, Brent. This question may already be answered by the time you listen to this, but I know you're working on a new season of the Poundhouse, and I was wondering, are there any plans to do another Poundhouse tour? Because I've been blue since I missed y'all coming to Baltimore, to Balmer in 2019. I heard about it later, and I felt blue. So I hope I might get to see you in the flesh sometime soon. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Say bye to him.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, first of all, let me just comment on Doug Matthews Brent, DMB, I think he was saying. DMB.
When did he leave that voicemail?
On Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Wait, hold on. Actually, yeah, Wednesday.
That's wild because somebody called into office hours yesterday. I wonder if it's the same guy. And he said, he called us DMV, Doug Matt, because producer Matt, he goes, hi, Tim, and also DMV, Doug, Matthew, Matt, and Brent. I mean, Vic, DMV.
There's a lot of birds. Whoa, there was a lot of birds. Sorry, I don't mean it. I just got distracted. There's a lot of birds, and then one of them just ran into a window. Hold on a second. Not ran, but flew.
Oh, boy. I'll pause it. Okay, we're back. The bird situation has been has calmed down. So look, Brent and I might be doing a fall tour. Hopefully we'll hit, I don't know where we're gonna go, but we have an agent. We have, that's maybe looking into that. So that'd be cool. I would love to get out there again.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do at least one date in San Diego, but I know that doesn't help Baltimore. But
that doesn't help him at all.
But maybe we can try and do something out there. Maybe
Yeah.
Go back to Baltimore. It's interesting. Baltimore's been popping up a lot lately for me.
Really?
Yeah, it keeps coming up.
Me too. I met someone from Baltimore, or did we meet someone from Baltimore?
Robbie's from Baltimore, and
no, I just met someone else from Baltimore too.
Well, I just keep meeting people from Baltimore. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I did too recently.
It's kind of the new spot. I feel like
it's the new spot. Baltimore's cool. When we went there, that was my first time.
Me too.
And I thought it was
I liked it because it seemed 80s to me.
Yeah, there's something cool about it. Like the geography
80s.
was like not what I expected. I thought it was just gonna be. I'm from the Midwest. I'm used to cities just being like Milwaukee or Chicago, where it's just like flat, urban, flat. This was more of hilly and stuff.
Yeah,
kind of cool. All right, well, let's wrap it up, and we're gonna go on Zipped. If you want to keep listening to us solve these problems, all you gotta do is join our Patreon. It's not too hard. Patreon.com/Poundcast.
You're gonna like it, and love it. Also, thank you to Jack Birch for helping us out. Jack Birch is sweetjack.com on Instagram.
And thank you, Dan Avila, for making clips for TikTok. And that's probably about it for now.
That's it. So we're going to check you out later,
Yeah, we'll check you out later. Okay? If you want to go unzip, patreon.com/Poundcast. Otherwise, see you next week. Bye-bye. Roll the clip.
We can roll the clip. This ain't a roll the clip.
Why not? Roll it again. Roll it again.
Okay, fine. One more time. We're going to roll it one more time? Okay, yeah. Roll it again.
Roll the clip. Roll the clip. Roll the clip.
Okay, roll it again.
Doug and Brent talking to each other. Doug and Brent, what will they talk about today? Doug and Brent are talking to some pimples. Doug and Brent will talk to their friends, and Doug and Brent talking on the Poundcast.